Jai Gurudev. My name is Dr. Spandan. I am an osteopath and I have been practicing Cranio Sacral Therapist for the past 12 years. My background is that I'm a dentist, but I've pretty much been in alternative medicine for the past decade. Today's topic is very interesting for me because I have been very closely working with expecting mothers and babies, both in the womb and after birth. And I found certain patterns that used to emerge, which used to interest me a lot. For example, I would work on a pregnant lady throughout her pregnancy, and the newborn baby, maybe about 2 hours old, would hold my finger and give me a smile. So that got me wondering, is there a connection, or how is this connection formed? How is it that we are connected to each other as human beings? What is this energy that holds us all together? I started searching a little bit in the scriptures, and a few things came to me that amazed me, and I would like to share them with you today. There are 9 goddesses, the Navadurgas, around whom Navratri is, and there are 9 months in the formation of a child in the womb of a mother. Now, if we go one by one, the first is SHAILAPUTRI. SHAILAPUTRI is the goddess who's formed, who has established. She's the first one to arrive. And the baby's heart starts beating on the 20th day in the womb. It's like the child establishes itself in the mother's womb. Then comes BRAHMACHARINI, very closely associated with the Guru, very close to him, in a safe, nurturing environment. Just like the baby, mothers usually realize they are pregnant in the 2nd month. And that is when the bond between the mother and the baby starts getting established. So it is so symbolic that the baby and the mother, Brahmacharini and the Guru, are so closely related to each other. The third goddess is Chandraghanta. Chandraghanta is unique in that she has a half moon or a bell shape, and she has a third eye. It is so interesting that the pineal gland, known as the third eye in the human body, also has a large spiritual significance, is formed around the 49th day of the baby's development. So the baby starts to become intuitive inside the womb. And this is the critical period. At the end of the first trimester, babies are usually safe. They are going to be born, mostly. Then comes KUSHMANDA, the pumpkin goddess. Ku means little, Ushna means warm, and Anda means an egg or a cosmic egg. So at the 4th month, you have a tiny little baby fully formed in the mother's womb, just a few inches long. This is also when the pituitary gland is formed. The pituitary gland is extremely important for the coordination between the hormones and the nervous system. So it is like the baby is fully formed, and now the baby is going to grow in size. Just like the Mother Divine who holds the whole consciousness inside herself. Then comes SKANDAMATA, the mother and the baby who is completely surrendered to the mother. 5th month is when the baby goes into the fetal position in the womb. 5th month is also when it is established whether the baby is a boy or a girl on the ultrasound scan. So it is a fully formed baby with its identity in the mother's womb, completely connected to the mother. Then comes KATYAYANI. KATYAYANI is said to be the warrior goddess. She came out to sever the heads of demons, and she was blessed by all the gods. It's like she defended the whole world from the bad forces. And 6th month is when hair grows on the baby's head. Now, if you look at the primal form of the body, hair is considered a defense mechanism. It kind of absorbs the impact on the area of the body. So the baby lets its hair loose. It becomes very chilled out, and it starts communicating with the environment. Around the 6th month is when the mother starts feeling definitive movements of the baby, and the parents can expect responses from the baby in the womb. So when the parents speak, the baby moves and responds. Then comes Kalratri. Kalratri is the divine darkness, the darkness out of which everything is born. And 7th month is when the baby opens its eyes inside the mother's womb. Even though it is a safe, nourishing space, it is still dark. So the baby feels the presence of the mother, the baby feels the presence of divinity, and there is this trust, there is this bond in that divine darkness. And the baby continues to grow. 8th goddess is Mahagauri. Mahagauri is the goddess in her full-fledged form, resplendent, beautiful, rapturous in her presence. And in the 8th month is when the baby is almost ready to come to the world. 8th month is when the baby starts giggling, smiling, making expressions, moving its hands, legs. You can see impressions of the baby's hands and feet on the mother's tummy. It is when the baby is almost human, ready to come to the world. And the 9th goddess is SIDDHIDATRI. It is said that SIDDHIDATRI provides boons. She is the Devi who gives siddhis to humans. And having a baby is no less than a boon. Having a healthy child enter the world is considered almost a siddhi. So SIDDHIDATRI, or the 9th month, is when the baby develops its lungs and is ready to come out to the world, take a breath of fresh air, shift from the safety of the mother and come out and face the world. So SIDDHIDATRI is like the culmination of all the energies to give a fully formed human being or a fully formed consciousness. And I feel that every single day of Navratri dedicated to every goddess is like an acknowledgement, an ode to these stages of development of the baby. In cranial work and even in osteopathy, we believe that any trauma during the development of the baby or during birth can stay in the body. It's because the tissues remember. It's saying that the body remembers. And the stress patterns that express themselves in the person's body for the rest of their life are dependent on, principally on the trauma patterns that have happened when the child was being formed in the mother's womb. But I feel in Navratri, something changes. I'm not surprised people come out of the homas and say they feel renewed, they feel rejuvenated, they feel like they've been born again. Because that state of consciousness, that meditative state where you're relaxed and alert, it is so amazing that you're in deep meditation, but when Purnahuti is going to happen, the eyes open. They are chanting the mantras and you're in a deep state. But when something important is going to happen in the puja, people open their eyes. It's like you're aware, but you're also very deep and you're in deep rest. And this state of consciousness enables the body to literally change its blueprint of health. It allows the body to orient to the original organizing forces of health, because health is our very nature. So Navratri is just more than beautiful pujas, a lovely atmosphere, deep meditations. It is an opportunity for the body to literally recreate itself and go back to those expressions of health that form a part of our very nature. So if you have the opportunity of attending the Navratri homas, please do. It goes much deeper than what meets the eye. It has the ability to change the person at the level of the subconscious. So if you can physically come, great. If you cannot, don't miss the webcasts of the pujas. You can log on to live.artofliving.org. I have attended a few Navratri homas mm, ever since I've been in the organization, and I don't recognize myself from the way I was during my first Navratri. You literally change. You change at the level of the DNA, I guess. It's beautiful. And all the research that exists today in neuroscience talks about how vibrations have the ability to change DNA, how we all are nothing but existing fields of energy, and how you have the ability to change the way you are. And Navratri is a very effective way of doing that. So, for all those people who I have met and who feel that, oh God, I had a difficult birth, oh God, my child had a difficult birth, are these stress patterns going to exist for the rest of their life? Maybe not, not necessarily. If you have the ability to sit in homas and pujas which take you in such a deep state, that has the ability to change you as a person.
If you like this video, don't forget to click the like button, comment and share. Subscribe to this channel for more.